Good day, it's Eric once again, and it's journaling time. And today we're going to continue on our back to school journaling executive function prompts. So hopefully this will be of some use to you. And as I said in the last video, even if you're not a student, or if you're a parent, or if you're not a student, or if you are doing your own thing, this prompt, you can just slightly adjust it to meet your own personal needs. So the last prompt we said, what was the intent of your workspace? Just to kind of flesh out what is a primary focus that you need to get done on your workspace. And once again, I'll be using a student perspective as the example, and maybe in some of my own stuff to kind of give a little illumination so you understand what kind of thought process to go through your head so you can flesh out your ideas. Today's topic, we're focusing on tools, or you can think of them as tools of the trade. What items do you need in your workspace or whatever it is that you do to be successful, to do it well at a high quality, as well as be very efficient? So once again, I'll use the student example. So if you happen to be a student and you have your desk area, wherever you're going to work, and that's all been placed where it should go, the next thing is what tools or tools of the trade do you need to be successful? So if you're a student, you're probably going to need some kind of backpack. You may need a folder or a binder. You're going to need pencils and pens, some paper. These days, you probably need a computer and maybe or some digital devices. Could be flash drives. It could be, a digital writing pad these days, things of that nature. So if you're applying this to whatever other job you may be doing, just think of what would really make your workspace much more efficient with the proper tools. And let me throw something else in there, and this really goes across the board to everybody, because this is also part of executive functions, to make things optimized, to make things run smoothly. Having the proper tools that allow you to be organized. So, and this really goes to really everybody, but I see it all the time, particularly with young students, because they're young. It could be organizational items, from ways to put papers away in the backpack when you're going to school. It could be file cabinets that hang. It could also mean organizing your online files, the digital side of things too. So even though that may not be a tool of the trade, you may have to go create the digital folder if you use Google Drive or something like that. These are all tools of the trade. If you're a writer or a content creator, maybe you need a new camera. Maybe you need a new lighting system. Maybe you need this so your process would be much better. If you're, once again, like a content creator type person or someone that works on the digital side, you may be needing a more powerful computer. And it may be something that you can't afford right now or you can't get your hands on at the moment, but that's what I don't want that to limit you in the journaling process. Today we're just trying to flesh out ideas. We're brainstorming. We're pulling in the ideas from our subconscious, from the ether, if you will, or from the mind's eye. First things first is you got to be able to see it in your head. And then the next steps are bringing it down into reality. So for today's prompt, what tools can you have to be more productive or more efficient in your workspace? That's going to be our prompt for today. So before we get going, let me remind you, please like and share. It's always greatly appreciated. And for this Tools of the Trade section, which is coming off of the executive functions of my new book, on the same channel you will see videos that go into much more detail on tools of the trade. Granted, it may be for a student perspective, but they're easily adaptable for any other perspective. So please go ahead and watch those videos as well too. And if you happen to be needing a new journaling book, the ones you saw in the opening videos, please just follow the description. Greatly appreciated. And there's some nice different styles you like too. I'm using one here. I really enjoy it. So without any further ado, let's get to work. Okay. So location, mood, date will be the 16th, and the time for me is 2:50 here. Okay, so once again, what tools do you need to make your workspace environment efficient? All right, enjoy the process, everybody. Okay, everybody. Hopefully that went well. Hopefully you're able to flesh out some new tools or some new ideas that, or I'm sorry, new tools and or ideas that require tools so you can have your optimized workspace. Having items on hand ready to go, let it be a pen or a paper or a flash drive or whatever tools you may need for your workspace, whatever intent you're trying to achieve, having them ready to go saves time. It makes it easier to get the work done, and it also doesn't stop the flow. So if you have to stop and go get something, or go to the store, or even if you have to go to another room to get it, you may want to think about where your tools of the trade should go, or where you have to optimize things so that way it makes it easier and more efficient to get work done. So this was the tools of the trade chapter. I hope you enjoyed everything. Hopefully you got some new ideas flushing out of it. And remember, enjoy the process. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.